You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man. Yeah. Real warm out there in the middle of the house. Somebody had you and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV and Iracing Champions League YouTube channel. Tonight, we're live from the virtual Eldora Speedway here for night number 1 of the World 100. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson. Qualifying is complete. We'll take a look at your results, and going quick time tonight was Cameron Higgins with a 15.597. He beats the likes of James Miller, Zane Yost, Austin Hunter, and Jaden Krause. Will make up your top 5. We'll have 4 heat races on the program. And we will bring up your starting grid here in just a moment. I just got to fix up one little thing here. And here it is. Starting on the pole position will be Cameron Higgins. To the outside, Jaden Krause out of position number 2.
Starting in the third spot, the one of Nori Tippett. To the outside, it's Garrett Cooper.
Brian Billitz lines up out of position number 5. To the outside, Jordan Dye out of position number 6.
Starting in the seventh spot, it's Bryce
Sheesby.
And to the outside, it's Bryce Redmond.
Levi Walt lines up out of position number 9. Alex Bergeron out of position number 10. And Jamie Hemme out of position number 11. And we do not have the full 11 cars. We've got 9 cars on the racetrack. Hemme and Sheesby did not make the call. But Alex, 4 heat races on the program tonight. They are just short 6-lap heat races. And I believe, what did I send you? Top 3 going to the show? Or was it top 2?
Double check here, sir. All I do know, the key story of the night is top 2. So with 4 heat races, top 2, what is it? An 8-car invert into the A main event. So a top 2 invert going to play a decent factor here in these heat races. But Higgins, Krause, front row here. Heat race number 1 about to kick off.
Green flag is out in night number 1 of the virtual World 100 presented by Iracing Champions League. Green flag is out. Cameron Higgins leads us off down into turn 1 and 2. Jaden Krause in the 13 machine running in second spot. Here comes Garrett Cooper. He got around the outside of Nori Tippett down the back straight as we work into 3. Out of turn number 4. Lap number 1 belongs to Cameron Higgins, but the battle is on between Garrett Cooper and Nori Tippett. Jaden Krause holding down that second and final transfer position.
Garrett Cooper right now looking strong. Contact between him and Nori Tippett, but look who's coming up quick. That 12 machine of Alex Bergeron now up to the 4th spot here. Not the best qualifying run for that 12 machine. but now looking to get into a transfer spot, chasing down the 6 of Garrett Cooper.
We'll see what Alex Bergeron can do, but right now, Crossway sticks around. Yes, these are just 6 short lap heat races here in the Virtual World 100 presented by Iracing Champions League. Cameron Higgins. We'll see a couple of consolation races, but Cameron Higgins coming to 2 to go this time by. Jaden Krause in second. Garrett Cooper closed in there, and in comes Alex Bergeron as well.
Alex Bergeron right now in that 4th spot, chasing down Garrett Cooper. Jaden Krause in that 13 machine. He's holding on to second, but now Cooper into the wall. Here comes Bergeron, slides up. A little contact between him and Krause. Slows up. White flag in the air. Here comes Cooper now trying to get to the inside of Bergeron, but Bergeron holds on to that final spot. But Cameron Higgins through 3 and 4, the 05 machine. He set quick time. He's going to take home heat race number 1 here at Eldora for the World 100. Jaden Krause, Alex Bergeron, onto the show.
Well, only the top 2 will go on to the show. We used to saying that. We used to say top 3 or top 4 going on to the show.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. We obviously took last week off due to the iRacing maintenance, but your official results coming up on screen. Higgins and Krause go 1 and 2. Bergeron, Cooper, Balintz, Walt, Redmond, Dye, and Tippett, your 9 cars to contest heat number 1. Heat number 2 will line up like this, and starting from the pole position, it will be James Miller. To the outside, it'll be Logan Rourke out of position number 2.
Starting in the 3rd spot for Extreme Savage, it's Carl Kilgore. To the outside, it's Brady Ross.
Drake Troutman lines up the 7 machine front position number 5, and Knox Lumley lines up at a position number 6.
Starting in the 7th spot, it's Michael Perriman. To the outside, it's William Eads.
Road 5, Kevin Van Horn out of position at number 9, and JD Brown, the Slick Sim Sports 14 out of position number 10.
JJ Hamilton will start in the 11th spot, and starting in the 12th spot, it's Devin Tucker and Brett Wheeler. Some interesting news about Drake Troutman, Pennsylvania guy, runs with the Renegades of Dirt around here on the East Coast. We've seen him a lot here on iRacing, but the man's leading both the late models and UMPs in real life in that series, so I'm intrigued to see if he can bring some of that luck here and maybe park it in victory lane tonight.
Well, he'll have to get through the heat race first if he wants to get into tonight's 50-lap main event. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Anne-Marie. Tyler Berry. If you check out iRacingChampionsLeague.com or check them out on the Facebook page, you sign up, become a pro driver, or they are open to everybody in the hosted sessions. We'll go green flag this time by 6 laps of distance. Heat race number 2. The winner will start position number 7 in tonight's main event, courtesy of an 8-car inversion. Green flag is out. James Miller, Logan Rourke into the wall. Now here we're going to go 3 wide down the back straight away for the final transfer spot. Kilgore, Troutman, and Brady Ross, and Logan Rourke as well. Troutman on the inside, 3 wide, 2 by 2 as they work off turn number 2, off turn 4.
Carl Kilgore holds on to the 2nd spot right now, but here comes Rourke to the outside. The 17 machine gets the speed that he needs. He's into the 2nd spot now. Troutman under pressure here as Knox Lumley now goes to the inside here. Troutman up top. Big contact in the back here. James Miller, Logan Rourke still hold on to your top 2.
There's Logan Rourke in the number 17 car, working the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. Then you go back to Carl Kilgore on the 21. In 3rd, Knox Lumley in 4th, Michael Perman rounds out the top 5. Biggest mover so far goes back to JJ Hamilton. He started 11th in the field. He's up to 7th, so he's picked up 4 positions. Both Perman and Lumley on screen right now. They have advanced up a couple of positions, but time running out for the likes of Carl Kilgore to get directly into the show. We've got 2 to run with James Miller, Logan Rourke holding down the 1st and 2nd spot.
Carl Kilgore right now trying to chase down that 17 machine, but coming out of turn 3 and 4, James Miller's going to be taking his white flag. 1 more lap to go, and here comes Kilgore to the outside. Now the pass for 2nd there on Logan Rourke. It's going to come down to turn 3 and 4 as it looks like smoke coming from Logan Rourke there. James Miller on the other hand, though, that 22 machine, he's going to win heat race number 2. Carl Kilgore in 2nd for Perriman, for Rourke, for Ross, Hamilton, Brown, Troutman, all going on to consolation action here.
There was definitely smoke billowing out of the Logan Rourke machine, and he was looking like he was going towards the main event directly. But last lap, the smoke comes out, and Well, you'll fall back to, I think, officially position number 5. We'll take a look at your official results. James Miller and Carl Kilgore go first and second. So James Miller will start 7th in tonight's main event. Starting third will be Carl Kilgore. Then you go back to Knox Lumley, Perman, Rourke, Ross, Hamilton, Brown, and Troutman, along with Eads and Van Horn. Those drivers will go to the consolation race. The back half of the heat race is getting set to take to the racetrack. Heat number 3 first up. And starting on the pole position will be Zane Yost. To the outside, Brandon Gibbs, position number 2.
Starting in the third spot, the 39 of Eric Massey. To the outside, it is going to be Jordan Laffin.
Terry Barnett lines up at a position number 5. To the outside, Colton Wilhelm at a position number 6.
Ben Harmon will start in the 7th spot. Starting in the 8th spot, it'll be Tyler Owens.
Jordan Gross at a position number 9. John Helms, position 10, along with Alan Davis Jr., scheduled to line up from the 11th starting position. And Alex, the second half of the heat races, heats 3 and 4 up next. And then, of course, we'll move on to some consolation races before our 50-lap main event for night number 1 of the Virtual World 100 presented by Iracing Champions League.
And here's a name that we're so familiar with, Zane Yost. In a new paint scheme there, Brett Wheeler. Not used to seeing that 25 machine all nice and done up here. But I guess for the World 100, Zane Yost brings out a new paint scheme.
Well, it certainly brings out the new paint schemes along, with the likes of, with the events like, the World 100, the Dream. We're looking at, the Knoxville Nationals. Don't the Knoxville Nationals have their late model Nationals coming up, or did I thought I read somewhere that Larson's going to be racing there on Thursday night or something.
It's been crazy with World 100 just wrapping up. Fairbury last night. We'll talk more about that. But yes, I think that's coming up. But Zane Yost right now, we're going to take it for almost 3 wide there into turn 1 and 2 here. As again, Brett Wheeler, they're not wasting any time here going after those 2 transfer spots.
No, Lafon and Massey, they'll race side by side. Lafon in the 11 machine trying to come after Brendan Gibbs. Lap number 1 belongs to Zane Yost, but Zane Yost got some pressure with Gibbs to the inside. Race for the lead off turn number 2. Here's a good battle between Zane Yost, Brandon Gibbs. He'll shut the door into turn number 3, and Brandon Gibbs will he'll lead lap number 2.
Zane Yost now holds on to the race lead, but here comes Gibbs back to the inside. Lafon and Massey sitting there in 3rd and 4th, but here's that battle for the race lead. Contact made between Yost and Gibbs. Side by side they go, and now Zane Yost, he's going to hold on to your race lead, but here comes Lafon right there, right behind.
Yeah, Zane Yost doing a nice job at the moment to hold on to the number 1 position. He'll start 6th if he wins heat race number 3. And the driver that finishes in 2nd spot will actually start on the outside of the front row, Alex. So, I mean, there's pros and cons for starting up the front. And right now, Brandon Gibbs, he looks like he'll start outside front row as long as he can hold on for another lap and a bit. We'll come to the white flag this time by.
White flag is out for Zane Yost. Can Gibbs hold off Lafon there in the 2nd spot? He's going to go after Yost there for the top spot once again. But the 25 machine gets the run down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. On the bottom side is the 25 of Zane Yost. And heat race number 3 goes to the 25. Zane Yost wins. Brandon Gibbs in the 2nd spot. And then Lafon Massey on the outside looking in.
Well, heat number 3 is complete. We will take a look at your official results coming up on screen to make sure there are, of course, no post-race penalties. And Zane Yost gets the job done ahead of Brandon Gibbs, Jordan Lafon, Eric Massey, Terry Barnett. Your top 5 helms, Colton Wilhelm, Jordan Gross, Ben Harmon, and Alan Davis Jr. 1 lap down in 10th position. Your 4th and final heat race of the night, and they will line up like this. Starting on the pole position, driving car number 8, that is Austin Hunter. To the outside, Cameron De Bruin out of position number 2.
Starting in the 3rd spot from Virginia, it's Aiden Beerline. To the outside, it is Nick Sorella.
Paul Pinkerton lines up out of position number 5, and Randy Fritsch out of position number 6.
Tyler Everman in the 006 machine will start 7th. Starting 8th, it's Cashton Denton.
Riley Hornung out of position number 9. Ryder Cantillo out of position 10, with Jeff Curry scheduled to roll off out of the 11th starting position. That will not be the case. Just the 7 cars, Alex, for heat race number 4. And you want to be on the... Oh, you want to finish second. If you finish second in this one, Alex, you know where you start?
On the pole.
Exactly right. Would you be sandbagging in this one? I would be.
No, because if I was starting on the front two, I wouldn't care because I want to just guarantee a spot in the feature.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's, you finish first in this one, you'll start position number 5 in the 50-lap main event. Of course, World 100, night number 1. Night number 2 will be tomorrow night. And you can catch all the action right here on Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and on the iRacing Champions League YouTube channel, along with our Twitch channel as well. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway. Austin Hunter leads us up, and he got a good jump. And now look at Aiden Beerline. You look to the inside now on Cameron De Bruin. It's going to be Aiden Beerline to hold down position number 2. We work down the back straightaway for the first time. Keep an eye on Tyler Everman in the 606 machine. He's trying to make a move up into position number 3.
Aiden Beerline in the second spot now. He actually was a late entry into the night. Didn't know he was going to make it to Eldora Speedway, but unloads the Pro late model here. And right now, sitting in that second spot, trying to hold off Cameron De Bruin there in the 33 machine. Austin Hunter, he's holding on to the race lead and starting to pull out a lead.
Yeah, Hunter will lead lap number 2, and we're 1/3 of the race distance. 1/3 of the race distance in tonight's heat racing action. Again, these heat races are just a short 6-lap sprint. From start to finish, you cannot waste any time, and right now these drivers are not wasting any time in trying to run down Austin Hunter. Hunter continues to lead by about 6 or 7 car lengths over Aiden Beerline, and again with Beerline running in the second position at the moment, he would guarantee a pole position in tonight's 50-lap main event. But 50 laps is a long way around here, Alex. Rather than 6-lap heat races, you pretty much got to do 44 more laps.
Yeah, 50 laps is a lot to carry, but Austin Hunter there, he is leading with the white flag in the air. Just one more circuit around here, and Aiden Beerline still holds on to that second spot, so he is inches closer to starting on the pole. Through 3 and 4 they will go, and taking home your 4th and final heat race win of the night, it's going to be Austin Hunter. Aiden Beerline takes home the second and final spot. Cameron De Bruin going to come one spot shy of starting on the pole.
Well, the World 100 night number 1 presented by iRacing Champions League is complete. The heat races are done. We'll move to our 3 last chance qualifiers. Heat number 4 results coming up on your screen. Hunter and Beerline go 1 and 2. They'll start 1 and 5 in tonight's main event. Of course, Beerline will start 1. Austin Hunter will start 5. De Bruin, Cantillo, Everman, Denton, Hornung, and everybody else that did not grid will find themselves locked in to tonight's last chance qualifiers. We will take a look at those last chance qualifiers. And Alex, we are 6 laps in distance for the last chance qualifiers, and it is only going to be the top 2.
Top 2 here, and look who's starting on the pole this one. It's the 12 machine for Team ABR Esports. It's Alex Bergeron to the outside, the 33 of Cameron De Bruin.
Eric Massey rolls off from position number 3. Logan Rourke to 17 out of position number 4.
Starting in the 5th spot, it's Levi Walt. To the outside, it's Cashton Denton in the 44.
Colton Wilhelm lines up at a position number 7. Slick Sim Sports, J.D. Brown at a position number 8.
Starting 9th, the 1 of Nori Tibbett. 10th will be Paul Pinkerton.
11 and 12 will be Alan Davis Jr. and Kevin Van Horn. And we are got cars rolling out of the virtual pit area here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Again, night number 1 of the iRacing Champions League World 100. We'll catch night number 2 tomorrow night from 11. Well, the server opens up at 10:40 Eastern. If you want to be involved, you need to. If you want to be involved in the payout, check out iracingchampionsleague.com for more information. Or you can check out iRacing Champions League on Facebook. Send them a message, and Darren and the admin team, the management, they will get back to you, and they can tell you how to get involved in these wonderful events each and every Wednesday, normally on a Wednesday night, but tonight, Tuesday night, of course. Last week, there was some iRacing scheduled maintenance, and they obviously decided to push it back a week, so they'll go back-to-back nights. But, Alex, green flag is out this time by, and the start will be on Alex Bergeron.
Alex Bergeron and Cameron De Bruin on that front row here as you see the track Brett Wheeler, they did a little more maintenance on these tracks here in iRacing, especially on the dirt side. We'll see how the track develops, but green flag is out for the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. Goes right up top already. Eric Massey goes to the inside of the 33 of Cameron DeBruin. Right now, Logan Rourke is well behind, but DeBruin in the 33 holds on to second. Massey trying to make a run. Alex Bergeron goes right to the high side.
Well, the battle between Logan Rourke and Eric Massey not going to do each other any favours right now, because with 6 short laps, they need to not battle with each other. They need to get and catch up to the back of the driver that sits in second position. That's the 33 of Cameron DeBruin. 2 down and 4 to run. It's only the top 2, ladies and gentlemen, that will make it into tonight's 50-lap main event for night number 1 of the World 100. And right now, Alex Bergeron, he is out by 0.8 of a second over Cameron DeBruin. Cross flag sticks are out. B-main number 1.
Right now, Cameron DeBruin trying to hold on from Logan Rourke. Rourke tries to go to the inside once again here. He's going to have that nose underneath the left corner panel of DeBruin, but now DeBruin gets the run there into turn 3 and 4. Here comes Rourke again to the inside. Side by side, these two will try and go. DeBruin holds on. Rourke in second. Alex Bergeron, well, he's checked out here. That 12 machine out in control of this B-main number 1. DeBruin has one more circuit around because a white flag in the air for Alex Bergeron.
Now in the battle off turn number 4 is starting to heat up once again. Cameron DeBruin drives car 33. He's got that second and final transfer position. Logan Rourke in the 17. Remember, he had some motor issues or engine issues. Now he's going to duck down to the inside, down into turn number 3 and 4. A race off turn number 4. Bergeron wins. DeBruin and Logan Rourke contact, and Logan Rourke going to take the position away. Logan Rourke will unofficially get your final transfer position into tonight's A main. But of course, none of that is official until the results are posted up on the screen. And again, we wait for the iRacing server to finish us up. But we know Alex Bergeron, he will officially get the win. And here they come. Officially, it will be Alex Bergeron and Logan Rourke. Logan Rourke by 0.099, just shy, 1/1000th of a second off, 1/10 of a second. But DeBruin, Tippett, Davis, Wilhelm, Walt, Van Horn, Massey, Denton, Brown, and Pinkerton, they will take no further part in night number 1 of the iRacing Champions League World 100. B-main number 2, Alex, and they're lining up and they're actually rolling off from the pit road.
Starting on the pole, it will be the 24 from Georgia. It's Knox Lumley to the outside, Garrett Cooper.
Ryder Cantillo out of position number 3. Terry Barnett rolls off out of position number 4.
Pair of Texans will start in row number 3, as it'll be Brady Ross, and to the outside it'll be Bryce Redmond.
Now I'm going to make this a whole lot easier. Drake Troutman will move up to position at number 7, and Jordan Gross lines up at a position at number 8. And we had a whole bunch of DNFs. That was Riley Hornung, Bryce Sheesby, Randy Fritsch, Tyler Owens, and Jamie Hemme. So make it easier. 8 cars, 6 laps. Alex, still only the top 2 will make it into tonight's main event.
So 8 cars. Keep an eye on that 7 machine. Drake Troutman had some speed there in his heat race, but tough break with some contact. He has to start back of the pack here. But there's some underdogs here. Ryder Cantillo, keep an eye up for him in that 97 machine. But we'll all find out because the time for talking. And it's time for another B-main. Knox Lumley, Cantillo, Cooper all going at it here into turn 1 and 2. Let's make it 3 wide into 1 and 2. As Lumley right now holds onto the top spot. But here comes that 97 machine.
Cantillo, the original pulse. And I'm surprised that he didn't fire a little too early. Drake Troutman having some problems here at the virtual Eldora speed, but right now Cantillo looking to slide up to the middle of the racetrack. Here comes Lumley working back to the outside, down the back straightaway, side by side for your race lead. Now keep an eye on Terry Barnett, the 41 machine. He's on the outside looking in with 4 laps left to run.
Knox Lumley, here comes Cantillo, slides up the raceway, gives him a line to run though. Here comes Barnett trying to make a move there on the inside. As you see, Drake Troutman already up to the 4th spot in that 7 machine. Keep an eye on him right now. But it's Lumley and Cantillo. There you see Troutman and Barnett right behind these two as they battle for the race lead once again.
What a move there by Cantillo. He railed the cushion into turns 1 and cut it back down on the inside of Knox Lumley. Now runs the slider line down into 3 and 4. Popsicle sticks are out, just a mile to go here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Cantillo, your race leader from Lumley. Barnett, Troutman, they go side by side. Laps winding down here in B-Main number 2.
There we go, side by side is Troutman and Barnett. A little contact there from the 7 and 41. Both cars still trying to chase down the Knox Lumley there in the second spot. There is Lumley right there. Now there's a 3-car battle for the third spot. Contact between the two. There goes Drake Troutman to the inside, but it's all for naught, and it's all said and done. Ryder Cantillo on the wall. He's going to win. Your B-Main at number 2, Knox Lumley. Also going to the show for Troutman, Barnett, Ross, Redmond, Cross. Gross, sorry. Those will be not going to the show. That's unofficial, as we will wait for your official results here from B-Main number 2. And there it is. Cantillo, Lumley to the World 100. The rest of the cars will have to come back tomorrow night for another try.
Well, our third and final B-Main car setting to take to the racetrack. Jordan Lafon lines up on the pole position. To the outside of the front row, it's Michael Perman, position number 2.
Starting in the third spot, it's Brian Beltz. Belitz in the 61. To the outside, it's the 000 of Tyler Everman.
John Helms out of position 5 and JJ Hamilton, position number 6.
Jordan Dye will start in the 7th spot. Starting 8th is going to be Nick Sorrell.
Ben Harmon is not here. William Eads is in fact here. Jeff Curry is not. Devin Tucker is not. So how about we make this a whole lot easier? 6 cars on the racetrack. So Perman, Lafon, Everman, Dye, Hamilton, and Eads. The final opportunity, Alex, to get into the World 100 feature event for night number 1 of the Iracing Champions League.
And already you think of some of the names that have locked in. Alex Bergeron, Aiden Beerline. Guys who haven't, though. J.D. Brown not going to make the call because he missed the chance when he ran his B-Main number 1. Did not get into the top 2, so tough break for him. So there's some big names missing in action that did not make the show here tonight, but there's some big names, some underdog stories, and we'll have 2 more underdogs coming from this B-Main number 3 because we are green.
We'll talk about the names that are missing from tonight. Of course, the Iracing Champions League standings. You look at the likes of Kendall Tucker and Logan Rumsey. They are not here either, so an opportunity for Alex Bergeron to move forward in the feet in those Iracing League Champions League standings, as lap 1 belongs to Jordan Lafon. It's Jordan Dye in second position. He gets a little tight now. We'll think about going 3 wide down the back straightaway. The 4 of Michael Perman just checks up and decides, well, I'll think better of it. He's still got a couple of 4 more laps to make something happen. As Dye and Everman, they race side by side. Everman nearly came up into the side of Dye. Now look at Perman working to the bottom into 1 and 2.
Side by side, these two go of Everman and of Perman going side by side once again. These two battling it out for the third spot. Will not transfer in that third spot, but they're still putting on an instant classic. Both cars trying to chase down Jordan Dye right now in the second spot. But Jordan Lafon has started off this B-Main number 3 how he wanted to, out in front and starting to pull away from the rest of the competition.
Well, with just a couple of laps left to run, Jordan Lafon is looking like he's going to punch his ticket into the main event. Perman with a big slide jump into 1 and 2 there on Everman. Again, they'll make a little contact halfway down the back straightaway. Into 3, and now to turn number 4 goes your race leader. White flag is out in tonight's B-Main number 3.
Jordan Lafon, he is out in front, down the back chute and into 3 and 4. For the final time, he's going to lock up one of your final 2 spots for tonight's World 100. Jordan Lafon and also Jordan Dye. Those 2 going on to the World 100 for Everman and Perman, the first 2 out of this B-Main. So Brett Wheeler, the field has been set.
It certainly has. 14, I believe we are looking at 14 cars about to take to the racetrack. I believe we might have no, we're not going to a warm-up session. We're just going to go straight into our 14 car feature event. B-Main number 3, Jordan Lafon, Jordan Dye go 1 and 2. Everman, Perman, Eads, and Hamilton, the drivers that actually made the call, will not make tonight's show along with the rest of the drivers that were, realised they were going to get their backsides handed to them, but Alex, we'll take a look at back to front with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, starting position number 14. It is Jordan Dye to the inside, position number 13. It's Knox Lumley.
Starting in row number 6 on the outside, it's Logan Rourke. To the inside, it's Jordan LaFawn.
Ryder Cantillo lines up out of position number 10. To the inside, position number 9, it's Alex Bergeron.
Row number 4 on the outside, starting 8th, it'll be Cameron Higgins. To the inside, starting 7th, it's James Miller.
Zane Yost rolls off from the 6th position. To the inside, position number 5, it's Austin Hunter.
Starting in the 4th spot, it's Jaden Krause. And starting 3rd for Extreme Savage, the 0-2-1, that's Carl Kilgore.
And your front row for tonight's World 100, night number 1 of the Iracing Champions League. On the outside of the front row, in car number 34, that is Brandon Gibbs. To the inside, driving the 13B machine, that is Aiden Beerline. Alex, the field is set. 14 cars, 50, I'm not going to say 50 short laps because it's 50 laps around the Knoxville Raceway. Who is your pick to win?
I'm going to go Alex Bergeron.
Yep. What about Hard Charger? I'm going Ryder Cantillo.
Going Alex Bergeron.
Yeah.
Brett Wheeler. Want to know a coincidence, though, in this World 100? We're closing in, sir, on about a year anniversary of me being with Ultimate Dirt TV. There's a name that just keeps popping up every time since night 1 that I've worked with you guys. And that's Carl Kilgore.
Oh, wait. Brandon, did I say Knoxville? Did I say Knoxville?
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
I think you did.
Ah, well, anyhow. A very weird looking Knoxville out there. Well, thanks, Brandon, for pointing that one out. Green flag is outrun away in the virtual World 100 here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. We're 2x2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Beeline going to lead lap number 1. Kilgore gives a race side by side. Gibbs has second spot. Back to Kilgore, keeping on the 25 of Zane Yost. They're 3-1. Look at Austin Hunter rolling right through the middle of the racetrack.
There comes Zane Yost now. Austin Hunter, Ryder Cantillo, contact being made. There's going to be at least one caution we know in this race, a competition caution, but 3 wide right now they go. That's Yost. There's Krause. There's also, I think, oh boy, we're going almost 4 wide here. Cars we cannot keep up with. Cameron Higgins also in the mix now. Those two side by side, Higgins and Yost. And again, 50 laps on tap there. There's Alex Bergeron trying to make a climb.
Well, Bergeron looking to make it down to the bottom side, looking to try and get inside your top 5. He started position 9. And Alex, at this stage, he sits in position number 10, make that 11th. He's actually got the blinkers. He's going backwards at this stage, but it is only 4 laps in. Image, thank you for that. Thank you for the host, brother.
You know what? Watch that number 12 machine because he always sits back, relaxed, and enjoys the first few laps, especially in a long-distance race here. You never know what some chaos might ensue. Contact now between him and the 11 machine, and there again, the chaos we said, but we're still green here. Jordan LaFawn there, he is upside down, might write an end to his. James Miller in the pits as well there. So, Logan Rourke right now in the 7th spot, battling it out. Him, Zane Yost, all these cars battling, trying to chase down, but your new leader is Brandon Gibbs.
Yeah, Brandon Gibbs has taken over the race lead from Aiden Beal, and then you go back to Austin Hunter, who's moved up a couple of positions. Then you go back to Jaden Krause in 4th and Zane Yost in 5th. How about Logan Rourke from 12th up to position number 6, and he's the 17 now. He was the car that had problems there in the heat race where we've seen the smoke coming out of the 17, but he still eventually transferred from the B main. Austin Hunter in the wall. Jaden Krause moves into position number 3.
Jaden Krause in the 3rd spot right now. Austin Hunter trying to make a run, but there he is. He started on the pole tonight. The 13A of Aiden Beerline right now in the 2nd spot trying to chase down Brandon Gibbs. Gibbs has looked strong since his heat race action here tonight, and right now he is starting to pull away, but you know, we're only 9 laps into this 50-lap A main event. Brett Wheeler, we've had a lot of action in those 9 laps.
Yeah, now make it 10 down to 40 to run. We'll keep an eye on Logan Rourke and Cameron Higgins. Higgins going down to the inside, down into turn number 1 and 2. Rourke fends off the challenge, and Rourke back to the outside. Rourke back to position number 6 and trying to figure out a move on how he'll get by the 25 of Zane Yost. Another lap in the books, and well, Brandon Gibbs still leads from Aiden Beerline. Jaden Krause, no change to your top 3. Good battle between Yost, Rourke and Higgins, but right now they are just single file trying to work their way in ticking off about 20 to 30 laps before they try and make those moves.
Again, we talked about it earlier with the new track updates here. We never know how these tracks will take some wear and tear. And through these past 12 laps, the track has already taken a lot of wear and tear. I think they reworked the track. Not 100% sure, Brett Wheeler, you might be able to update me on that one. But Brandon Krause, Aiden Beerline, and there's some slow cars there as now Yost and Rourke get around Krause and Hunter there. So maybe some problems there for Jaden Krause, and it really is because he's now back to 7th.
Yeah, there was problems with Krause and Hunter. In fact, I sort of missed that one as it happened. That, of course, allowed Yost, Rourke, and Hunter to make a challenge. Sorry, Higgins it was, to make a change or make a challenge towards those top 5. Now, Zane Yost, here comes Jaden Krause looking to go the big slide job down into turn number 3 again. He may have some receipts coming for the 8 machine of Austin Hunter. Again, not sure exactly what happened between the pair, but right now, Krause looking to get by Cameron Higgins. Again, they're rubbing door panels. But wheel to wheel down into turn number 3.
Cameron Higgins in the 7th spot. Jaden Krause, Austin Hunter. Hunter now goes to the inside here. Tries to get by Rourke. Tried to slide up the raceway, but now Rourke with the speed on the top side. The 17 holds on to 4th. Zane Yost there trying to catch up as lap traffic starts to be an issue there for Aiden Beerline as it opens the door. Zane Yost to the inside. Side by side goes Beerline. Slide job by Zane Yost on Aiden Beerline. Beerline ducks underneath. Both cars coming after Brandon Gibbs.
Yeah, what a battle this is for your top 3 right now. Look at Yost. He is rallying the top side. Gets around Beerline now. Sets his side on the top into 1 and 2 again. Look at this top, bottom, and middle group all working here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Beerline lost a whole lot of ground on that one out of turn number 2. It's still Brandon Gibbs from Zane Yost. What can Zane Yost do? He'll nearly, well, I thought he was going to go to the outside, but Brandon Gibbs just came up and, well, Zane Yost give him a little shot in the shorts to say, oi, I'm right here, let's go.
Zane Yost, Aiden Beerline. Beerline now trying to duck to the inside here on Zane Yost. Again, Brandon Gibbs has kept the cushion between him and Yost there as Yost and Beerline continue to battle on for the 2nd spot. Brandon Gibbs took the race lead here about lap number 5, and he has not looked back here. Beerline has dropped back to the 3rd spot. Keep an eye, though, Alex Bergeron sitting in the 12th spot. Unusual sight for that 12 machine. But again, competition caution, I think, should be coming if they're planning on continuing to do it. But if not, what's going to come about of that number 12 machine?
Pretty sure he's actually been scored a lap down, Alex, so whether he's able to, if that competition caution does come out, whether race control decides to give him his lap back or not, that is going to be a big key on how the rest or how the night plays out for Alex Bergeron. Logan Rourke, Austin Hunter, they are having a great battle until Austin Hunter decides to smack the concrete out of turn number 4. And we've completed 23 down, 2 laps till we get to the half race distance, Alex. And well, we'll make it 1 lap because lap number 24 is complete.
As Austin Hunter there was banging the board, but it cost him some time there as Zane Yost again trying to attack, and there it is. The caution is out, so we're going to restack them and get ready to go back to action here. Gibbs, though, for Brandon Gibbs, you didn't want to see that competition caution. You knew it was going to come, but you didn't want to see it with Zane Yost, Aiden Beerline. Those 2 cars now have a chance to get after Brandon Gibbs here on the restart.
I'm just looking back at my timing and scoring. Alex Bergeron, Ryder Cantero, James Miller, all drivers that were involved in some sort of incident. And obviously, that's the reason why Alex Bergeron, in fact, did go a lap down. So with the competition caution coming out at lap number 25, of course, there is, well, we're not counting those caution laps, I don't believe. Oh, in fact, we are. So with those laps counting for the caution, you can see 4 cars going back in to pit road, obviously going to get some sort of quick repairs on their virtual pro late models. They'll come back out, and again, the big story is, will Alex Bergeron, will he be able to get a wave round? Will race control allow that? If he does not, Alex, it's going to be very tough to stay motivated lap down when you're not going to get your lap back.
So we'll have to keep a lookout for this one here. I'm not 100% sure, but it might be. Yeah, it looks like caution laps are counting here, Mr. Wheeler.
Yep.
So Alex Bergeron might be.
He's staying at the back.
And I think it's what, now 2 laps down?
Well, yeah, he might be actually. Let's, no, that still shows him a lap down, so. But I mean, even then, you're a lap down. How does one stay motivated when you know you're not going to pass the entire field and have a caution come out and then come back around and pass the field again?
So now it just might be some practice time for that number 12 machine. Get ready, get some feeling in for what tomorrow has in store. But Brandon Gibbs right now with the green flag back out has to hold off Zane Yost, Aiden Beerline for maybe about, I can't do the math, Brett Wheeler, you can try and do it for me.
21.
There it is, 21 laps, but here comes Yost now, trying to go to the inside here on Brandon Gibbs. Will we have a new race leader out of turn number 4? There goes Yost, slides up, a little contact there from Yost and Gibbs. Going at a drag race. Nope, Brandon Gibbs still holds on to the race lead.
Well, the salt cannon was loaded and he just shot it off into turn number 3 and 4 and unfortunately didn't clear the slide, but to his credit, he gave the spot back to him. Obviously, it looked like he checked up and allowed Brandon Gibbs to go back to the race there because some of these drivers, Alex, when they throw the slider, if they get into one another, they will let them have the spot back because that's not how they want to get to the race lead.
It is a very classy move that I have seen lately from drivers here. Zane Yost, though, going to the top side, hits the wall. Now Beerline, Higgins, now Yost goes sideways as look who's already up there, though. Alex Bergeron right now, he's gotten by Miller. He's gotten past 4th. So Brett Wheeler, if he can get by the top 3 here and get that lucky caution, he will be on the lead lap, but we're closing in on the final 15 laps here.
Yeah, 15 laps in a couple of laps' time. I don't know where my timing... There we go. My timing just... Don't know why it wanted to do what it did, but it just disappeared for absolutely no reason. Cameron Higgins to the inside on Aiden Beerline. How about Cameron Higgins at a +5 at this stage? He started 8th, and well, he actually won. It's the man that went quick time. Won heat number 1 and started 8th, and he's up to 3rd and now challenging for 2nd.
Cameron Higgins, very quick here at Eldora Speedway. It shows here tonight. But Aiden Beerline right now, again, that 13A who questioned about showing up tonight. He is in that 2nd spot. He started on the pole of this feature event. He stayed in the top 3 here, but now has competition now with Cameron Higgins as Higgins goes to the bottom side once again. The 13A holds on, but watch Brandon Gibbs here as we are closing in on almost 10 to go, and Gibbs has not lost that race lead yet.
No, he has not. And I'll tell you what, with 13 laps to go, Bergeron is right there on the driver in 3rd position. You see the One-Up Motorsports entry, the 05 of Cameron Higgins. He gets Alex Bergeron looking to get by him. And even then, once he gets by Cameron Higgins, he's got to track down Aiden Beerline and Brandon Gibbs. But then he's got to hope that a caution comes out. And how's he going to do it? In anywhere between 3, 4, 5, 6, or even 7 laps. I don't think it's possible for Alex Bergeron. Carl Kilgore going a lap down in the number 21 machine. Beerline closes in on your race leader once again. 11 laps, 10.5 to go. Alex this time by down the backstretch.
And the real question is, does Aiden Beerline have enough speed here to get by Brandon Gibbs? Gibbs has led again since about lap number 5 here. Can that 13A retake the race lead? You see again, Cameron Higgins has been playing games there with the number 12, Alex Bergeron, and it's been costing him some speed on the top 2 there of Gibbs and Beerline. So can Higgins get by Alex Bergeron, put him in the rear view, and get back in this picture? But look at this. Alex Bergeron, if he wasn't a lap down, he'd be competing for this race lead as well, but it's just Gibbs and Beerline at the moment.
Certainly is. We're coming to 8 to run. Not quite a heat race distance. Well, and what should be a normal heat race distance for the most part, but here in the Iracing Champions League, they are just 6-lap heat races. So we are coming to see Alex Bergeron putting a move there on your driver in 2nd position of Aiden Beerline. And the lap car, Alex, we've spoken about previously, lap cars racing the leaders. Bergeron right now is technically a lap car, and he is trying to race his way back onto the lead lap, and he's had to do it the hard way here tonight.
had to do it the hard way, but he's been opening some eyes and showing why he is the person he is here. He might finish 8th here, but if he can finish on the lead lap, that has to boost the morale here of doing it the hard way, not with the wave around, but getting by all 7 other cars here. But right now, Aiden Beerline, Brandon Gibbs here, as Alex Bergeron again just trying to get back on that lead lap, closing in on 4 to run.
4 to go this time by out of turn number 4. It is Brandon Gibbs, your race leader from Aiden Beerline. Driver in 3rd position is Cameron Higgins. You see the 12 car. That is Alex Bergeron. He's a lap down in 8th position as we're coming to the final stages of this main event. You don't want the lap car to play a part. In fact, he gets into the wall in turns number 3, and that will give a bit of breathing room to the 13A entry of Aiden Beerline. 3 to run that time by Alex, and Beerline closes in on Brandon Gibbs.
We're closing in on another great finish here for the iRacing Champions League as Beerline and Gibbs going at it here for your race league. Gibbs holding on to everything he's got. The 13A better watch out because Bergeron might put himself between the race leader and the second spot of Aiden Beerline. But 2 to run here. Gibbs, Beerline going into 3 and 4. The white flag going to be in the air this time. Beerline right there on the back bumper there of Brandon Gibbs. White flag in the air for Brandon Gibbs.
Beerline, one more opportunity to make something happen. Brandon Gibbs, here comes Beerline down to the inside, down into turn number 3 and 4. It's a slide job out of turn number 4. Gibbs back to the inside, contact at the drag race to the line. I think Brandon Gibbs has just hung on. Oh my! Alex, we see a couple of weeks ago, we seen an absolute instant classic at Kokomo in the non-wings. And tonight, the Pro Late Models, the one caution. And again, we see another absolute belter of a finish.
The iRacing Champions League, Brett Wheeler, we've been here 3 times now in 3 times in the past 4 weeks, and twice now it's come down to the final lap. Hail Marys being thrown, and Brandon Gibbs by .009. Think about that. I had to do the points there for just that reason. .009. Gibbs holds on to the win over Aiden Beerline. And boy, oh boy, what a great time. And you see the time difference between 1st and 2nd to 3rd, but it's Gibbs, Aiden Beerline, Cameron Higgins, James Miller, and Ryder Cantillo, your top 5.
Austin Hunter in 6th. 7th goes to Jaden Krause. 8th is Alex Bergeron. Jordan Dye in 9th, and Carl Kilgore rounds out your top 10.
Coming home in 11th, it's Logan Rourke, Zane Yost, Jordan LaFawn, and Knox Lumley will round out the 14 cars to take the grid there tonight. Well, except for Lumley there, as I don't think he made the call for the feature event. So 13 cars out of the 14 made the call. But Brett Wheeler, another night, Eldora Speedway. And guess what? If this doesn't get you excited for what the last season, I think it's we might have one more season yet in 2021 here on iRacing, but with a new season update, you got to be excited.
Absolutely. We've got season number 4, and of course, with those seasons here on Ultimate Turn to Be, obviously comes a couple of sponsors, new sponsors, some old sponsors staying with us. We'll obviously talk about those in just a moment. But with 50 laps, night number 1 of the iRacing Champions League World 100. Night 2 tomorrow night. Server opens at 10:40 Eastern. 11 o'clock p.m. 11 o'clock Eastern is when we are going to be going live across. We're live across Facebook and Twitch on the Ultimate Dirt TV side of things. We are live on the the iRacing Champions League YouTube channel, and of course, we're not live on the UDTV one because we are only live on the one YouTube channel. But night number 2, Alex is coming at us tomorrow night. If that doesn't get you excited for tomorrow night's final part of the World 100, I don't know what will.
And you know what? Brett Wheeler, do we have some time? Because I see there's somebody down there, and here he is in 2nd place tonight. Aiden Beerline, and man, oh man, talk about the run you had. Great finish, so close to the win, and did you think you were going to be competing for a win a few hours ago? Even though, did you think you would be at Eldora Speedway a few hours ago running this race?
Oh, definitely wasn't thinking about it until Alex here brought it up. I mean, I forgot that this race is even going on. So thank you, Alex Robinson, for letting me know. And, I mean, definitely was not thinking about being able to have a chance of winning. Like, I was in the back the whole entire race and normal races and leagues, like with late models, and it's finally nice to be able to get a second place here.
And now we were talking about it just a little bit. How does the track feel now? We saw a little different of a wear and tear on this track than usual with the new update. Driver standpoint, what's the difference? How do you feel a difference in how the track developed overnight?
I mean, I like it. When they reset it back to 20%, it's not as much of a pre-gen slick, and I think it was really good racing. I can't really speak much for late models beforehand because I was never up front before this update, but definitely in all dirt cars, it seems like it's definitely much better racing.
We know you got a lot of great people backing you up. We know you got some fans, too, supporting you every single night you touch the track. So take some time and thank everyone for their support.
First off, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, of course, Mom, my dad, Redline Race Designs, Extreme House Buyers, Reflection Chemistry, and the rest of the sponsors on the car, and Alex Bergeron for all the coaching help he's helping me with late models in the past, and y'all for putting on an amazing event.
Well, that is your second place finisher here tonight, Aiden Beerline, Brett Wheeler. Super late models on this track tomorrow. I don't know, is it going to be 50 or is it going to be 100? I can't wait either way because I know it's going to be a great race.
Don't care what it is. Sign me up. I'll be here. I will be here one way or another. I don't care what I got to do. You can bet your bottom dollar that Ultimate Dirt TV will be back here tomorrow night at the virtual Eldora Speedway for night number 2 of the World 100 presented by Iracing Champions League. Don't forget to check them out on the social media page. Check out their website, iracingchampionsleague.com, for more information. But as I said before, new season here on iRacing and season number 4 of the 2021 season. Of course, I want to thank, of course, the World of Thunder Esports League, LockedOnLads.com, and SpeedShop51 coming back for another season. I want to thank a couple of new sponsors that have come on board. Of course, the Nick Leonard Racing Association, and of course, Velocity Race Designs. If you're in the market for a wrap, check out Velocity Race Designs and let them know that Ultimate Dirt TV sent you. Until next time, Alex, we'll look forward to having you back here tomorrow night from the virtual Eldora Speedway. Cannot wait for it. Night number 2 of the iRacing Champions League World 100. Night 1 is complete. Congratulations goes to Brandon Gibbs. We'll see you tomorrow night.